Alright, back for part 2, and Sam has sent me a set of 3 questions here. The first one he says, he asked me about is, how do you feel about Hulk Hogan going to TNA? I'm still kind of up in the air about it because I've not really got to watch TNA much here since he signed. The Thursday after he signed, I watched that Impact. But since then, I've not really watched it or got to watch it. I'm still waiting to see how this plays out. Of course, we've got Desmond Wolfe, which no doubt he's working, probably going to try to maybe help build him. Him and Kurt Angle's apparently had a great match at the last pay-per-view. Hulk Hogan has made some comments in the past. I really won't go into those comments, but with the comments he's made, I'm kind of interested to see how everything pans out. I'm not trying to be judgmental of it just yet. I know a lot of people are saying that he's going to run TNA out of business. It's just going to be WCW all over again. I think him and Eric Bischoff have learned from the past what works and what doesn't work. And, I think with that being said, good things possibly could come from TNA out of this. So I'm hoping for the best out of this Hulk Hogan acquisition for TNA. So the next question he asked is, do you think Kofi Kingston will beat Randy Orton at the next pay-per-view? Which I believe was Survivor Series when this message was sent. And as we know, Kofi Kingston did beat Randy Orton in the Survivor Series match. They're really pushing Kofi pretty hard, of which I'm glad to see it. And when they had last week, when they had the Superstar, the Breakthrough Battle Royal, I really thought Kofi Kingston might win it, or even somebody like Ted DiBiase. And Echo Ray's question actually has to deal with that, so I'll get more into that later. But I was expecting Kofi to be in the WWE title picture. I was kind of hoping Randy Orton would still have the strap when he did go for it, but what happens happens. I'm glad to see them working on pushing the younger guys, or it appears to be that's what they're doing. We'll see how long it lasts, of course, but Kofi has really gotten over with the fans, and I went back and watched the clip from where they were at Madison Square Gardens, and Kofi Kingston attacked Randy Orton, and that just blew me away at how Kofi was, just how I don't know how to explain it. I mean, you could just see a drive in his eyes that made it believable that I'm going to beat the crap and tar out of Randy Orton, and he did. So I'm expecting to see hopefully some good things with Kofi Kingston in the future. I really don't know how I feel about watching Raw tonight. I kind of want to see where they go with this entire Sheamus thing and all that. So I may watch Raw. I may have a very critical outlook on it, with it being Vern Troyer guest hosting. But at the same exchange, I want to try to be pretty fair with it. So I'll try not to go off on another rant on it. So thank you for that. And Chuy Niayu was just asking for me to return doing the videos. That's what that message was, so he didn't have a question. Thank you for missing me very much. Last question comes from Echo Ray 2736. What do you think about Sheamus getting a main event push? And if you could pick one star in WWE to get a main event push, who would it be? I'm glad to see Sheamus getting a push. I'm glad to see a young guy possibly getting a push anyway. I wasn't expecting it to be Sheamus, and I don't think a lot of us were expecting it to be Sheamus. But I'm glad to see hopefully WWE making a attempt to give fans new stars, give people new people in the title picture. The Breakthrough Battle Royal was a great idea, and honestly, I probably would have to say Jesse Ventura by far has got to be the best guest host that they've had so far. I did like what he said about the conspiracy theory. He said a lot of things that I personally agreed with. It's a conspiracy to keep the title on John Cena. It's a just conspiracy theories. That's what he's pushing. But the Breakthrough Battle Royal was a great idea, and I hope that it stays around. I hope that we see more younger guys push from this. Kofi Kingston beating Randy Orton, that was a big deal. Randy Orton's kind of he's a big main event player. And to have a young guy like this come in and beat him, that says a lot. If I could pick one star to get a main event push, I can't pick just one star because there's so many that I want to see get pushed in that main event spot. I would like to see The Miz get a main event push. I would like to see John Morrison get a main event push. I'd like to see, surprisingly enough, Kofi Kingston's getting, or what appears to be a main event push. I'm actually kind of growing, fond of Kofi Kingston, and I didn't really care that much for him. Shelton Benjamin's getting, he's still impressive. I'd like to see him get a push. Just a lot of these guys, a lot of the guys in the Breakthrough Battle Royal, some of them I could see as candidates. Ted DiBiase, I'd like to see him get a main event push. There's just a lot of young talent in WWE that's being underutilized, I think. And that Breakout Battle Royal was a great way to showcase them all. And I really hope that I know it's a lot of wishful thinking, but I really hope Sheamus walks away with the title at TLC against John Cena, because we need a fresh face holding the title. So, MegaRay2736, thank you for that question. Thank you everybody for your questions. I greatly appreciate them. And as always, if you have a question, send it my way. I'm going to try to watch Raw tonight and not to be too judgmental about it. But with that being said, you guys have a great day. Take it easy and peace out.